Hello, everyone. I'm back. A friend of mine named Ryan Fontana, who's a very talented musician, has been getting into video editing, and we did kind of a spoof interview today. I think he's more interested in well, I'm sure he's more interested in practicing his craft to try to put together this interesting sort of interview, using me as the subject, but a lot of the work is about his editing skills and his particular style. I may link to that interview below. I haven't seen it. I've actually been interviewed several times, including quite a few times in the last couple of years. A lot of that's related to the fluoride issue, which I was a vocal opponent of here in Port Angeles, Washington. And by the way, we got the fluoride out. We're one of the towns that got the fluoride out, and I got to be part of that. I wasn't the spearhead of that. That would be Eloise Kalin, who recently passed away at 101 years old. She was the leader of this and had been carrying this torch for decades. And finally, thankfully, before she passed, she was successful in getting the fluoride out of the municipal water in Port Angeles, Washington. And I got to be part of that. I was fairly vocal, and I made an impression in the city council meetings, and that propelled me to countywide fame very briefly. Otherwise, I'm known as being some people call me a troll. Other people say I'm fun at parties. I'm involved in a lot of different stuff, though, from things like youth sports, adult sports. I've worked in a lot of different local businesses, frequented a lot of local businesses. So, he used me as an interview subject because I may be slightly interesting, but really he was just looking for somebody who would be game to help him work his craft. I do want to say, if you see, this is sort of a response. There's a lot of comments on the post that he made about this, and some of them are negative about me, which I expect. I'm never ever gonna be for everybody. I'm not trying to be for anybody. But if you saw something that I said in that video, I just want you to know that you can fuck off and change your fucking diaper, because I don't give a fuck. That's about it. We got Mask Up Washington Phase fucking 50, where businesses are now expected to enforce it. That's coming up on the 7th, so that's the day after tomorrow. The local places I go aren't gonna enforce it. For one thing, one of the local places I go is a bar. You can't enforce it in a fucking bar. How are you gonna fucking swill beer with a mask on? I mean, it's the stupidest. What are you gonna do? Go under the... I don't even get it in restaurants. What, you gotta eat under the mask? You're chewing under your mask? And then what? You just... what if you have to sneeze? You just blow shit all into your mask? Because you can't cover it. You can't use... You can't... What do? You lift up the mask to sneeze into your... to the coffins, sneeze into your elbow? Or I just can't imagine. Or do you just fucking sneeze right into your mask and you fucking marinate in your boogers in your food, whatever food's... Fuck me. And anybody who thinks that's a path to fucking healthfulness has no fucking business telling me what I should or shouldn't do in any aspect of my life, because you're fucking stupid and fucking weird. If you're eating with your fucking mask on, you're so fucking weird. And there's no way that you think that's healthy. There's no way anybody's that stupid. So, we'll see how that goes. I'm not gonna... the places I go, the supermarket I go to, they're not gonna fucking care. At least during the hours I tend to go. I might have to limit the hours that I shop and stuff like that. I don't want to get any local businesses or I certainly don't want to get anybody working for a local business in trouble. So if they're required to make me wear a mask, I'm not going to go in there and fight them on it, because they're people, they're my neighbors and friends, and they're people that I see all the time. So we're gonna try to get through this together. But we're not trying to get through the COVID. We're trying to get through all your stupid ass, fake, contrived, Soviet, top-down, fucking sheep training. With COVID as the excuse. Local businesses, same thing. Like locally owned businesses, if they want to try to require me to wear a mask, I probably just will turn around and be like, I'm just not going to shop here. That's fine. There are some exceptions. God, if you've been dear Port Angeles business owner, if you've been a complete prick to me, I may just fucking pop in there and see if you want to make the mask thing an issue. But that's not really my style, and I don't really hold grudges. I can't actually think of a local business that I would do that to. So that's more hypothetical. That being said, it'd be kind of fun maybe to go on tour and just go from place to place having science fiction style meltdowns, I think I've probably said this. Am I repeating myself? Hey, if I'm repeating myself, please leave a comment below about how shitty I am at YouTubing. I'll be sure to read it. But that's about all that's going on. 4th of July was cool. If you think that there's a fucking quarantine going on, you're stupid. If you think people are staying home, you're fucking stupid. And if you think they're masking up, you're stupid. They're not. They may be in certain times, certain places, but there's also certain times, certain places they're not. And it's kind of an all or nothing kind of thing now, isn't it? If you're going to try to make everything as sterile as a fucking operating room, then it has to be all the time, right? And it's not. It's impossible to do. You can't make the world as sterile as an operating room. That's fucking ridiculous and like an insane idea that, some dithering, nagging fucking Norman Bates's fucking mom would think of. It's a horrible proposition that your brain even works that way. And it's very Third Reich, by the way. That's how they got the fucking Jews to be seen as such a problem, is they were constantly being depicted as, dirty and disease-ridden and so forth. And basically, the way that they've manipulated COVID and the way that they've gotten the type of dumb fuck that reads the New York Times unironically to look at it is that, Trump supporters are the ones that won't wear masks. We're the dirty, filthy ones that need to have our guns taken away and need to be, put in camps and, and we're not there yet. We're not far at all, though. That is so just, we were already there. I mean, during COVID, during, the lockdown phase, a lot of you were willing to fucking see your neighbors lose their businesses and lose their jobs. You were happy to see your neighbors' kids be fucking kicked out of school and made to go hungry. If you're willing to do that, that's no different than the Nazis locking Jews out of their businesses and stealing everything they own. It's exactly the same fucking thing. It's exactly the same fucking thing. And if you're the type of person that would be fine with letting that happen because you find somebody distasteful, which is what this comes down to, then you're the type of person that would see us herded into camps if we don't fucking wear our mask. And I'm sure that there are some of you that have said that. No, nobody that's actually going to listen to this, but somewhere in the Twitterverse, there's some fucking piece of shit left-wing professor that's suggested that maybe concentrating the unwilling to comply into camps would be a prudent course of action. Maybe I'll look for that and actually do a informational video that has information besides opinions that I already know that you think I have.